Click on the ROE tab. In the upper left corner, select 2011 as the base year from which to run a projection for the year 2012. In the Step 1A and Step 2A panels, a 0% change from year 2011 is the starting target projected for ROE and ROI in year 2012. Note that under Output, 10.5% is displayed in the box under the ROI gauge and represents the 2011 base year ROI. Note also that the gauge needle points into the green zone, indicating that the 2011 base year ROI is greater than the initial 0% 2012 target ROI. Similarly, 56% is displayed as the 2011 base year ROE in the box under the ROE gauge. As it was in ROI, the gauge needle points into the green zone, indicating that the 2011 base year ROE is greater than the initial 0% 2012 target ROE. Next, under the input side of the field, enter 0.25 in the box above the slider bar in the Step 1A panel and move the slider arrow to the top of the bar to set 25% as the projected target for ROI. Similarly, enter 1 in the box above the slider bar in the Step 2A panel and move the slider arrow to the top of the bar to set 100% as the projected target for ROE. Note that the needles in the output ROI and ROE gauges point into the red zone, since now both ROI and ROE targets set in the Step 1A and Step B panels exceed their respective 2011 base year values, which are shown in the boxes under the respective gauges. Next, enter the fractional change 0.25 in the box below the right end of the Asset Turnover Change slider bar in the Step 2A panel and move the slider arrow to the right end of the bar to increase the change from 0% to 25%. Similarly, increase the profit margin change from 0% to 5%. The resulting projected 2012 ROI number, shown in the box under the ROI gauge, is 13.8%. Since 13.8% is less than the 25% set as the 2012 target in the Step 1 panel, the needle in the ROI gauge still points into the red zone. Because ROE is a product of ROI and the equity multiplier, ROE has increased from the initial 56% to 73.5% as shown in the box under the ROE gauge. Next, enter 10 in the box below the equity multiplier slider bar in the Step 2B panel and move the slider arrow to the right end of the bar to increase the equity multiplier from 5.3 to 10. The projected 2012 ROE is 138.4% and is displayed in the box under the ROE gauge. Note that the needle in the ROE gauge is now in the green zone, since 138.4% is greater than the target number of 100%, which was set in the Step 2A panel. To view the results in a bar chart format, click on the Show Chart button. By moving the cursor onto the blue and red bars in the chart, the base and what-if numbers are displayed for each metric.